The goal of programming is to solve problems using the skills that you already have. And the trick is trying to figure out how to combine those skills to solve the problems that are given to you. Here's one. This idea that given two lists of values, the challenge is you want to return a new list that contains all the values in both lists without including any duplicates. Now, when I mentioned this in the self-assessment, I gave a small example here, and we have to be a little clear on exactly what it means to be without duplicates. So let's talk about that. We're going to come up with a function called unique that gives two lists, A and B in this case, and it's going to return a new list containing all values in both lists without duplicates. And I structure the function using some of the concepts you've already seen. This function is not going to print anything, it's going to return something. Well, what is it returning? A new list. What is that new list? Well, initially it's empty because I don't know if there are any unique elements, and I will return this. Now to get to those new elements, think about the nature of the problem. Sometimes that helps by coming up with a small example. In this small example here that was proposed, I will have unique passing in those two lists, and you see what comes back. So somehow I have to say, well, 1, 4, 5, 9, they're all unique. Then 2, haven't seen it. He's added in. 3, haven't seen it. Oh, I've seen 4 and 5, and can't put them in. 6, I've not seen. So you kind of build up this idea in your mind that says, well, maybe what I'll do is say, well, for every element in A, if that element is not in new list, then this is a new element that I haven't seen so far. So I better add it to new list. This will give me all the unique elements from A. Well, I kind of have to do the same thing for B. For elements in B, if E is not in new list, then new list append E. And this will return a single list that is now drawn from the two parameters, as you see there. In this case, there were no immediate skills that came to mind, and so instead I did a small example by hand and then reflected on what it did, recognizing that the ability to check to see if an element is not in a list is the important part here, and then appending it once I've done that. This completes the assessment for day 16.